Hello everyone, hope you all guys doing very well. Today I bring very strange a story. I will not say it's a fault, it's a story about this car. So it's a Lexus 2020 ES 350. I will show you the VIN number. So if any one of you thinking that I am lying about the story, so this is the VIN number. So the fault on this car, actually there are multiple control units which goes off. From the off I means like they stopped working. More in technical language, it means they are off the communication from the vehicle. So the customer in America, not in my country, but in America, customer, the owner try to figure it out. What's the problem? Of course, he took car to the maybe the dealership or maybe any technician outside the dealership. So the owner end up selling his car in the auction, and someone from our country buy this vehicle, and now it's in Oman. So all these parts changed in America, not in Oman. We found all these parts as it is in the trunk. Okay, so which means the owner tried to repair his vehicle, but the technician failed, and he end up selling his car on auction. I wish I know the story on their side, how the owner end up selling his car, or what happened between him and him or the technician, how they end up selling the car, and who paid for all this loss. This is maybe more than 5,000 USD dollar right here. So it took me 3 days to figure it out, the actual problem. So I will tell you what was the problem. The first thing, when a technician check the car, the problem come in his mind. The four things, three things not working. When you start the car, three things not working at all, which is electronic power steering, brake unit, ABS, and airbag control unit. So these three things not working at all. Even there is no communication from diagnostic tool. So the technician decide to replace all these parts, including the body control unit and the engine control unit. Why he replaced the engine control unit? Because there is no problem at all in engine control unit. Engine is running. And he also replaced body control unit. Maybe he think that it is the problem causing the communication between all the modules, but there was more module which was not working other than these three. But as I told you, when technician start diagnosing, first of all these three modules come in his mind. So first of all, a common sense, these module, more than one module cannot be damaged at once unless a lightning hit the car or there is water damage to the vehicle. So this is one thing. How he decided to replace all these parts. I have no idea. If he starts from the gateway control unit, I will show you the gateway control unit. It makes some sense because the gateway control unit is responsible to communicate all the modules, which is this one. So if he start from this unit, it makes some sense, but he decide to go with the main parts, and he end up causing owner cause sell his car to the auction. So there is some junctions in vehicle, like there is a few junctions on the left side, then on the right side, and in the middle section. Also some of them in luggage area. So the junctions actually responsible to communicate few modules like this one. So this junction we have a connection from the power steering, brake unit, and the airbag control unit, which he already replaced. So when I start diagnosing the problem, there is a communication from one junction to the other junction, which is this one, and then there is two high and low goes into the gateway control unit, which I show you over there, the small one. So when I start diagnosing all the communications, I was checking. So this is the junction which is responsible to communicate airbag, ABS, and the power steering unit. So each module has two wires, high and low. So as you can see, there is 1 2 3 4 pairs. Each module has two wires, and the last two wires goes to the another junction, then it goes back into the gateway control unit. So I was it's now third day. I was checking communication between these two wires, and there is another junction. I was checking the wire between, I was checking the communication between two wires. So by mistake, what happened, I just connect one probe of multimeter to this side, and the other probe, I was checking the communication between one junction to this connector, and by mistake I hit this probe to the body. So when this probe hit to the body, the multimeter make beeps, which means can is short to the ground. So when I find this thing, the can is short to the ground, it makes it little easy to diagnose the problem. So I check both cans, high and low, both was shorted to the ground. So then when I found there is a short between these two wires which goes to the another junction. Then I start looking what other modules are connected to this junction. So I found steering angle sensor also connected to the junction, and there are few other modules as you can see. So what I did, I start removing their connector. I start disconnecting these units from the vehicle. So there was a communication on the junction from, what is this, it's a maybe radio unit. Oh, so I disconnect the connector from the radio unit. The shortage was still there, so I disconnect all of them which was connected to the other junction. So finally I come back to the luggage area. There is also a CAN junction. I disconnect this connector, but shortage was still there. Then I come back to the this side. There was a so there was two CAN junctions. First one is white one and second one is blue one. So I disconnect this one, but the same, then I disconnect this one and the shortage goes out. So then I plug it back. I look on the data again, and there is another unit connected to the same junction, which was this unit. It's a receiver. It receives signal from the key and also receives signals from the tire pressure sensors. So when I disconnect this one, boom, all the shortage goes out, which means this was the problem which caused owner to sell his car on auction, and he also wastes his money by replacing all those parts. So this is a story about this vehicle. Please do subscribe to my channel and also hit like.